Hi friends, this is K. R. Chari. I am a professor at Birla Institute of Management Technology, and I teach operations management subjects to the operations specialization group, uh, which normally takes place after the fourth trimester onwards, but sometimes depending on the plan, third onwards. But what I am going to share with you today is something different than the academics. In addition to being a professor, I am also the Dean Student Affairs here. I won't call it student welfare, but student affairs, everything involved. And as a part of philosophy of Birla Institute of Management Technology, we have decided that all the major activities that are organized or that take place in the institute, it is primarily aimed at giving all the students a feeling of home away from home, okay? Because you are going to spend 2 long years. Whenever the students come, they have to prepare for 2 long years. So, they must have that homely feel, comfort level it should be good. The second option is we have found out a way to achieve this, that all the important activities that have a direct impact on the lives of students in Birla Institute of BIMTech should be student driven, okay? So that students know what they want, they can design and they can also execute what they want to make their life comfortable in the institute. And this all is done under the guidance of senior faculty members. Now, towards this we have 2 sets of groups of students working here. One we call as the conduits. Now, conduits are like extended administrative hands of the institute, okay? And they are covering all important aspects of life in campus and in hostels, like food, the most important of all. And as all of you know, we get people from students from almost 28 odd states across the nation. You have people coming from Kerala, from Tripura sometime, from Arunachal Pradesh and Bengal, everywhere, north, south, east, west. They have different taste buds and everybody wants to enjoy food. So, there is a conduit called the food conduit, which takes care of designing of the menu, getting feedback from the students, what kind of liking they have, what should be the menu. And this group of students, under the able guidance of a very senior member of the management, they work together, and the practice is they draw a 1 month advance schedule, so called the menu for the month. The advantage of this is a student would know from this advanced planning what is cooking on the coming Friday evening, and depending on their liking, some of them might decide, oh yeah, I do not like, perhaps this I may not like, so let me order from outside. But that caters to almost 95% of the students' tastes, because you can't match everything 100% all the time. And this is done by the food conduit members in close collaboration with by interacting with the student community at large. Now, similarly, coming to the sports part. Sports is a part of life other than the academics. So, there is a sports conduit under the able leadership and the guidance. We call them mentors, a senior faculty member. Then we have the alumni relationship. So, there is a alumni conduit separately. They are the ones who connect between the alumni and the current students. As you know, the strength of alumni, they help you in 100 odd ways. So, like this we have 8 conduits. Another one that comes to my mind immediately is the CSR conduit, corporate social responsibility. So, this is the social outreach program, what we do. So, all major spheres they have, like the media. Now, in addition to this extended administrative hands, I am calling administrative hand because that has directly to do with the daily life of the students. In addition, people have their own hobbies, passion areas, their own interest areas. So, there is another set of clubs is there. Now, any time if a minimum of 15 members, 15 students, they express a desire that they have an interest in a particular area they want to work. Like sometimes the students come, sir, we want to do something for the environment. Okay. Now, environment is all to do with the green, with the carbon footprint, everything. So, they come, so they form a United Friends of Earth club. Okay. And they work, they plan their activity in such a way aimed at improving the greenery in the campus. Now, there is a media, there is a debating interest. So, there is a Majlis club. Okay. Now, similarly, they are the photographic enthusiasts. So, they have a retrospective. Our deputy director, Dr. Anupam Verma, is the mentor for that, because he has a flair for photography too. Now, similarly, the environment part, I am the mentor. So, like it, now we have 16 such clubs catering to almost all fields of probably interest of individual students, smaller groups. So, being that, now each of these clubs or conduits, they keep organizing many events during the one. And the most interesting part of that of your interest could be now, because everything is of course interesting, but like the food conduit, they connect so many things like contests on one most important that I always like is the super chef competition. Now, the super chef is, although there is a mess and about 900 students, they take their lunch and dinner and food there, but once in a while we also want students to try out their own culinary expertise. They want to try some new thing. So, this super chef gives them a platform to showcase their skills in cooking. Then there are inter colleges, inter institutional matches on different games. There is a cycle club, and there is a foot and boot football club, there is a cricket club, you just name it. And if somebody comes up with a different concept, nothing stops you from starting a club on that line. Now, this is as far as the physical part is concerned, but as it happened during the pandemic period, I am very so happy to share with you friends that I did not personally see any difference between what was having pre-pandemic and during pandemic. I mean, the students groups, they came up so beautifully with online contest concepts, which were equally effective and as good as the physical contest they used to conduct. So, for all of you, you can get connected with one of the clubs or the conduits, and we keep circulating, whenever a club does something, like just the day before yesterday, or was it yesterday, we had Saraswati Puja. Early morning, a few hundred students getting ready, getting fresh and coming in the typical Indian attire to attend the puja. So, that is life here, it keeps you busy. So, everything is communicated online through the group IDs, and you wait, and in the last I just want to extend that any one of you who is interested in having a look at the physical infrastructure here, you are most welcome to visit BIMTech at any point of your convenience. And in advance, if you can let the concerned know or send a message to me, we will make sure that somebody attends to you and takes you around and explains to you what is that. And I am personally eagerly looking forward to meeting you, because I love meeting students. Welcome, and that is it. If you have any questions, you can just send the mail, and we will revert back to that. Namaskar.